The Combine is coming up quick, and one player who's going to be the top of Analyst watch lists is Cisse, whose track speed is going to turn heads during the 40-yard dash. But is he more than just an athlete? Find out in this 2-minute drill. Cisse's athleticism is going to be the headline for any profile about him. His explosiveness out of his stance is next level. He moves better than nearly every other outside cornerback prospect in the class. His footwork is also impressive for this reason. The fact he can keep control of his lower body while moving as quickly as he does will serve him well for keeping a line to receivers of any size and speed. He's not just a straight line guy, though. He can change direction and turn extremely well. He flips quickly to follow the ball down the field and gets his long arms up quickly to help knock down passes. This body composition is why he was able to put up 10 pass deflections during his career. He's built out well with good muscle and physicality that helps him jam and get leverage in press man coverage. Fortunately, as a football player, Cisse is still a bit of a work in progress. He loses track of the receiver in the route and gets caught stumbling to catch up. He doesn't have the instincts needed to be a truly top-level cornerback immediately and has trouble placing himself in good positioning and zone. At best, he could end up being a man coverage specialist in a league that's shifting more and more towards cover 2. He also does not have a record of forcing turnovers, which can be fixed, but it's definitely concerning to bet on a guy who just does not go up and get it that often. He's often just a little bit behind in the faces of coverage and can't win the jump ball against guys who he matches up with inch for inch. The hope is one day he learns, but it's something that needs development. For a player comparison, Cisse reminds me of Desmond Trufant. Like Cisse, Trufant's skills mostly lied in man coverage with impressive foot speed and good burst, but they both lack in generating turnovers in college and had trouble getting leverage against outside receivers. Trufant had a pretty solid career after a decent development curve, including making a Pro Bowl in 2015, which is similar upside to what Cisse could achieve. I think Cisse should be a late first-round prospect. He's kind of the ideal cornerback pick for a playoff team who may have some veteran players on the roster that can help him develop into the cornerback one that he can eventually be. For that reason, I would want him to be picked by the Eagles, the Seahawks, or the Rams, but ideally he goes to a team that plays a decent chunk of man coverage early so he can get reps on the field quick. And that's the 2-minute drill.